We're going to start on hands and knees. The only thing we'll need today, if you have a block handy, grab it. Other than that, just your mat. Okay, we're coming into tabletop position on hands and knees. And before we move, we're just going to take a few breaths. So take a long, deep inhale through your nose. Open up your mouth, let the breath come out. Again, deep inhale through the nose. Full exhale through the mouth. See if you can soften your shoulders as you breathe out. Start to connect to your belly. A couple more times. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Just checking in on alignment, making sure your knees are right under your hips. Your wrists are directly under your shoulders. Your gaze is towards the front of your mat so that your neck is long. We'll go through a few cows and cats now with the breath. As you inhale, adding that cow stretch, dropping the belly, soften the elbows, lift the tail, open the collarbone wide, exhale. You take that deep cat stretch in opposition. Push away the earth, tuck the chin, tuck the tailbone. Start to get a rhythm of breath so that every inhale takes you into one direction. Every exhale in that opposite direction. We'll take just a few more here. Really focusing on the breath right now. Trying to elongate it, trying to expand it. Come back to a neutral tabletop. From here, we're going to inhale, send the right arm up towards the ceiling. Exhale, bring it back through the opposite arm. We're not staying, we're going to go right back up. Inhale, sending it up towards the sky. Exhale, threading the needle through. 2 more times. Inhale, reach it up towards the sky. Exhale, thread it through. 1 more time. We'll inhale, open up the spine. Exhale, thread it through, and this time stay. Resting your head all the way to the earth, walking your opposite hand out a little bit. Extending your left leg back for a little deeper stretch, rooting onto the ball of that foot, pressing back through the heel. And maybe for the last couple of breaths, lifting that leg towards the sky, growing it long, rooting down at the same time through that hip. Let's return the knee to the earth and come back to tabletop slowly, pressing into the hands, re-lengthening the spine, reorganizing your tabletop. Next inhale, send the left arm up. Exhale, thread it through. Inhale, send it up towards the sky. Exhale, thread it through. 2 more times. Inhaling up, warming up the upper spine. Exhale, threading it through. Last time, inhaling up. This time, exhale, thread the needle and hold. Again, resting the head comfortably, walking that opposite hand out, extending the right leg back this time. Soften the shoulders, reach that right leg behind you and lift. Return the knee to the earth. Gently come back into tabletop. Okay, from here, we're going to inhale. As you exhale, sit back into child's pose, but we're not staying quite yet. Inhale back to tabletop. Exhale, back to child's pose. 2 more times. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, sit back towards your heels. Once more, inhale, forward, tabletop. exhale, child's pose. We're gonna stay in Balasana for a few breaths. Bring your big toes to touch. Option here to take your knees wide for a heart opener, or bring your knees together for a lower spine stretch. Walk out the arms, allow everything to soften. And as we rest here for a few moments before we get into more of our flow, just taking a moment to set an intention for your practice, possibly for your entire day. It can be a very simple sort of mantra, something to keep our focus, something to help us cultivate presence throughout the practice. Your intention along with the breath, those two tools together. Let's use them to try to find some quiet, very calm energy through the mind space. So trying to really find that sense of presence where the noise in the mind quiets down, the activity slows down. We'll take one more breath in through the nose. Let it come out through the mouth. Inhale, coming right back up to your tabletop. Exhale, reach the right leg behind you. Press into the ball of the foot, reach back through the heel. Coming into high plank by extending the left leg as well. We're gonna organize this first plank. Spread apart your fingers so you have a strong foundation through your hands. The gaze will still be forward so that the neck stays in line with the spine. The belly is strong and gathered. The legs are active as you push the heels back. From here, we're going to take the right leg up and float it for a count of 5, 4. Always have the option to lower the knees to the earth. Return the right foot down, we'll send the left leg up. Another count of 5. Return that left foot to the earth. Take a giant breath in. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lifting the hips up and back, walking the feet in just a little bit. We'll warm up the ankles, the feet by walking it out. Keeping the knees soft as you draw the heels towards the earth. And then begin to root down both heels. Okay, find a length through the arms. And reach the tailbone up and back. Pull the shoulders away from the ears. Try to spiral the shoulders outward to create more space. From downward facing dog, put both feet together. On an inhale, send the right leg up to the sky. Bend the knee, peel that hip open. Taking a few circles, a few rotations in one direction. And then reversing your circles. Continuing with the breath. Inhale, send the right leg high. Exhale, downward facing dog. Feet together, inhaling the left leg up and back. Exhale, bend the knee. Peel the hips open. Again, rotate through the hip joint in one direction. And then reverse the direction, so you're circling in the opposite way. Next inhale, send the left leg high. Exhale, downward facing dog. Separate your feet, hips width distance apart. Take a breath in. Exhale, come forward back to your high plank. From here, we're going to take Vashisthasana, side plank to your right. So sending the right hand up to the sky, always having the option to kickstand that bottom knee to the earth. Staggering the feet, or ultimately stacking both feet together. Just a couple more breaths here. Try to really lift your gaze. Try to feel your body lift as you reach the right hand up. Inhale, back to high plank. Exhale, side plank, Vashisthasana, other side. Again, choose the right foundation for you this morning. Send the gaze up to follow your left hand. Feel a lift towards the sky. Inhale, back to high plank. Exhale, low plank. Grazing the ribs with the arms. We'll hold for 3, 2, on 1, melt to the earth. Untuck your toes. Slide your hands under your shoulders. For Bhujangasana, inhale, lifting the head, neck, and shoulders all at once. Exhale, replacing everything down. Inhale, peel the spine off the earth. Press into the tops of the feet. Exhale, roll down. One more time. Inhale, reach and lift. Exhale, remaining in your cobra right here. We're gonna lift both legs. At the same time that you lift them, try to reach them behind you so you're getting length. You're gonna lift both hands and hover. And we wanna make sure that the neck stays in line with the spine. Okay, so shifting your gaze to the right, shifting your gaze to the left. Coming back to center, extend the arms behind you, reaching through your fingertips. Lift the legs a little higher. Take a breath in here. With your exhale, soften everything down. Stay for a breath in and a breath out. Inhale, rise back up to tabletop on hands and knees. Exhale, returning to downward facing dog. Take a long breath in through your nose. Empty it through the mouth. Now inhale, lift both heels to the sky. Exhale, bend your knees, hovering the shins over the earth. Shift your gaze forward. We're gonna hold this. Peel the shoulders away from the ears. Stretching out the toes, feeling the strength in your legs and your belly. And then from here, we're gonna step to the front of the mat for a ragdoll forward fold. Slightly rotate your legs out. Keep softness through your knees. Let your head hang down heavily. Shake it out. Shake out the arms. If it's okay this morning with your shoulders, take a bind, clasping your elbows with your hands. And a little movement with the torso side to side, just opening up the spine, getting a sense of decompression here. Okay, we're gonna stay for a few more breaths in your fold. So if you did take a bind, switch your bind. Place the opposite arm in front for the last few breaths. Let's take one more inhale. With the exhale, release your bind if you did take one. Shake out your head one more time. Heel toe your feet together. Slowly rise up. Let's try to keep the crown of the head pointing down. First, just tucking your tailbone, rolling up through the spine bit by bit. The head will be the last thing to rise. Stand tall, feeling a lift up through your crown. Inhale, sweep the arms high above you. Look up towards your hands as you join them. Exhale, place the hands to heart center. And just closing the eyes for a brief moment before we flow. A quick check-in on the breath, making sure you feel a strong rhythm of both your inhale and exhale. And we'll try to keep the mind as quiet as possible. Hopefully you've set a strong intention. Let's take a deep inhale through the nose. Open up your mouth, let that breath go. Release your hands, open up your eyes, and we'll begin with sun salutations. Inhale, sweep the arms high above you. Exhale, swan dive all the way down. Inhale, lift up halfway, lengthen your spine. Exhale, step or jump back, high through low plank, chaturanga. Inhale, scooping into upward facing dog, opening the heart. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a strong breath in through your nose. Open up your mouth, let it fully go. Inhale, lift your heels to the sky. Exhale, bend your knees, step or float forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold, hanging your head. Inhale, rising up, lifting the gaze, the heart. Exhale, diving down. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, chaturanga, high through low. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a breath in through the nose, energizing the body. Empty it through the mouth, releasing tension. Inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, bend your knees, step or float forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale to your chair pose, flexing at the ankles, the knees, the hips. Sweeping the arms alongside the ears and gazing to where you feel you can keep the length in your neck. Draw the inner thighs together here. Strengthen your center. Let the ribs soften down so you find power here. And just shift your weight to where you feel the strongest, okay? So we're using every part of the body and not just hanging into the quads here. Option to lift the heels from the earth for a little bit of balance effort here. Possibly pressing the hands together as well. Strong breath, but a soft drishti gaze. If you lifted your heels, lower them back down. We'll take one more breath in. And exhale, fold Uttanasana. Inhale, lift halfway, re-lengthen your spine. Exhale, chaturanga to the earth. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward dog. Step your right foot through for warrior one. It'll replace your right hand. Left heel dial center. Sweep the arms high above you. Take a moment to organize your warrior. Okay, strong back leg. Spiral it forward. Shifting your hips to square towards the front of your mat. Bend deeply into that right knee. And then lift the heart so that the spine is long. From here, take a deep inhale. Shift your gaze up. And exhale, send it down to the earth, high through low. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing. Step your left foot through. Warrior one on the left side. Once you rise, fine tune your warrior once again. Give yourself the room that you need to shift the hips and square them forward. Sometimes it helps to step the back foot out a little bit. Shift your tailbone down. Find your strong center. Sweep the arms alongside the ears. Bend a little deeper into that left knee. Inhale, lift your gaze. Exhale, send it to the earth, high through low. Inhaling, upward facing dog. Shoulders down. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a long breath in through your nose. Open up the mouth, let it go. Inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, bend your knees, walk or float forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, Utkatasana, your chair, one breath only. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale to the earth, high through low. Inhale, upward facing dog. Open the heart wide, pause. Exhale, downward dog, stepping the right foot through. Inhale, warrior one. Lift the heart, lift the gaze. Exhale, chaturanga to the earth, returning. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing, left foot through. Deep breath as you rise, warrior one. Let the exhale carry you to the earth, high through low. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Long inhale, energy in. Long exhale, any tension out. Inhale, heels lift. Exhale, knees bend. Come to the front of your mat. Inhale, lift halfway. Really lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold deeply. Hang your head. Inhale to your chair once more. Inhaling strong, sitting low. Exhale, fold. Release your head. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing. Right foot through. Breathe into your warrior one. Breathe out, returning to the earth, high through low. Inhale strongly, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward dog. Left foot steps through. Deep breath in, warrior one. Full breath out, chaturanga, high through low. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a breath in, fill your whole body up with that breath. And then empty completely every last drop. Step your right foot through, returning to warrior one. We're gonna go through a warrior flow here. From warrior one, take a breath in. Exhale, open up warrior two. We're not gonna stay for too long here. So just kind of keep your feet the same distance that they were in warrior one. Take a breath in. With your exhale, coming back to warrior one, re-rotating yourself forward. From warrior one, another deep inhale. Exhale, take flight, warrior three. Taking your time to bring that weight onto the right leg. Reaching strongly with the left one. Opening the heart wide as the torso points down towards the earth. Try to square both your hips and shoulders to the earth. Take a breath in. Exhale back to warrior one. Deep inhale. Exhale to the earth, chaturanga, high through low. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Pause, take a long breath in. Empty it out. Step your left foot through, back to warrior one. Sweeping the arms high, take a breath in. Exhale, warrior two, opening up, not too wide here yet. Okay. Find your center between both of your legs here. Really open the heart wide, soften the shoulders. Take a breath in. Exhale, return to warrior one. From warrior one, take an inhale. Exhale, warrior three. Slowly taking flight. All right, finding power through every part of your body here. Really reach back through that right leg. Gather the belly. Open the heart. Take a breath in. Exhale, warrior one as you're landing. Deep inhale. Exhale to the earth, chaturanga, high through low. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Taking just a couple of breaths of pause here. If you need a moment, you can always lower your knees, taking child's pose. We'll take just 2 more breaths, and we're gonna flow through those warriors. If you've taken a pause, return to downward facing dog. Okay, from here, We'll step the right foot through. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, warrior three. Empty out the breath. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, chaturanga to the earth. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing. Step your left foot through. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, warrior three. Fully empty the breath. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale to the earth, high through low plank. Inhale deeply, upward facing dog. Exhale just as deeply, downward facing dog. Take a long breath in. Open your mouth, let it fully go. Soften the shoulders, root down your heels a little deeper. Step your right foot through, returning to warrior one. Take a breath in at the top. Exhale, open up warrior two. Good. Now, straighten your front leg. We'll go into Trikonasana, triangle. You can always walk the back foot in a little bit for this. And then just make sure as you reach forward, you're reaching back through your hip at the same time. So really lengthen your spine as you reach in two directions. Landing the hands. It could be on the foot, the shin if you have a block. It's a great way to organize Trikonasana. Send the top arm to the sky. Follow it with your gaze. And then take some weight off of your supporting hand, maybe floating it all together. From here, we're going to take a bind with the top hand. Reach it behind you. If possible, you're going to wrap your fingers around your upper thigh. If that doesn't quite reach, just reach behind you as far as you can with that top hand. We're going to follow the bind by opening the heart, rotating back, lifting the gaze up. Just a couple breaths here. Strong, powerful legs with a little softness in the knees. Reach the shoulders away from the ears. Try to find a whole lot of length through the neck and the upper spine. Return the top hand to the sky. Take a breath in. With your exhale, rise up to standing. We're going to take a forward fold here. So turn all 10 toes slightly inward. Soften the knees. Hands come to the hips. We're going to hinge forward. Keep reaching the heart forward so the spine remains long. And then we're going to reach down with the hands. Walk them forward and pull the heart through the arms. Release the head. Just a couple breaths here. You can soften the knees as much as necessary here. And then we're going to walk the hands in the opposite direction through the legs. Reach the crown of your head now down to the earth. Take one more breath in. Empty it all the way out. Walk your hands so they're right underneath your shoulders. Lengthen your spine. Bring your hands to your hips. Lead with the crown of your head to stand tall. Good. Take a breath in. With your exhale, return to warrior two in the opposite direction. Okay, so I'm mirroring you. I'm going into my left knee, but you'll be going into your right. Okay. From here, straighten your front leg for triangle, Trikonasana. Walk the back foot in. Let's find that length again. Reaching, reaching, reaching forward. All at the same time, reaching back through that hip hinge. Land the hand where it feels right this morning. Send the top hand to the sky, following it with your gaze. I'm going to feel again, strong foundation through your legs. A powerful center. Make sure your belly is engaged. Soft shoulders, a lot of length through the spine. We're going to bind that top arm. Okay, So see what feels right as far as where your hand is gonna land. And then let's open the heart, rotating up and back, lifting the gaze, softening the shoulders. Just a couple breaths here. Send that top hand back to the sky. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, rise to stand. Again, turn all 10 toes slightly inward. This time we'll take a bind. You can either interlace your hands or use your towel or a strap. Reach the knuckles to the earth first, so reach down. Open the collarbone as wide as you can. Now, keeping the spine long, once again, hinge at the hips. Reach the crown of your head forward. Once you're parallel to the earth, release the head. Reach the arms up and away from the torso. Shake out your head a little bit. Release any tension. And then bend into your right knee, keeping the left leg as straight as you can. Come back through center, bending the opposite knee, stretching out the inner line of your legs. Come back to center, take a breath in. Exhale, release your bind, shake out your arms. Start to walk your hands forward under the shoulders. From here, pivot to face the front of your mat. You'll end up in a runner's lunge. From runner's lunge, step back into a high plank. We're gonna do 10 push-ups this morning, not chaturanga though. Widen your hands to the outer edges of your mat. On an inhale, bend the elbows out to the side and behind you. Exhale, extend the arms. 9 more breaths here. So just follow your own breath. We'll meet back in a high plank. I've got 7 breaths to go here. Try to go slow and use the breath to help you for every single rep. Last 5. Last 2. One more time. Return your hands under the shoulders. Take a strong breath in. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a deep inhale through your nose. And an exhale through the mouth. Inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, bend your knees, walk or float to the front. Inhale, lift halfway up. Exhale, release your head and fold. Inhale, rising all the way up. Sweeping the arms above you, lifting the heart, the gaze. Exhale, hands to heart center. We're going to take a couple of balances this morning. We're going to begin with Vrikshasana, tree pose. Let's take the right foot into the left leg first. You can kickstand it, you can bring it below the knee, or all the way up above the knee. Once you get your foot into position, really press the opposite leg into the foot as well. Okay, so you find power through opposition here. First, just bring your hands to bind Anjali Mudra at your heart. Find once again a soft drishti gaze. From here, we're going to take the right hand to the knee, extend the left arm up towards the sky, and take a small side bend towards that bent knee. Come back to center. We're going into Utthita Hasta Padangusthasana. So I'm reaching the left arm out, opening up that right leg. Option here to extend the right leg. And start to shift your gaze somewhere over your left hand. Strong but steady and calm breath. Bring that right knee back to center. Take it behind you, catching the foot or ankle with one or possibly both hands. It's a deep stretch through the front line of your body. We're going to keep hold of that foot or ankle and keeping the heart open, hinge at the hips, reaching the heart towards the earth, reaching the crown of your head forward, reaching that right knee behind you. Take a breath in, and with your exhale, rise up and release that foot. Shake out your legs just a little bit, and we'll do those balances on the other side. Starting with your tree vrikshasana, we'll bring the left foot into the right leg this time. Just check your foundation, make sure it's where you need it to be this morning. Sometimes both sides are not feeling the same. You might want to position foot a little higher, a little lower. Let's start to really tune into that awareness, right? Self-awareness. Take your left hand to your left knee. Sweep the right arm slowly and gently. And just take a small side bend towards that bent knee. Opening up that whole right side of your body. Come back to center. We'll go into Utthita Hasta Padangustasana. Open up the left knee, extend the right arm, open the heart wide. Again, option to take the fully extended pose. And try and shift your gaze somewhere over the right hand this time. Bend that left knee, bring it back to center, and catch that foot or ankle with one or both hands. Okay, opening the heart wide once again. We're going to hinge at the hips, reach the crown of your head forward, reach the left knee behind you. Take a breath in. With your exhale, rise and release that left foot. Shake out your legs. Come to the front of your mat. We'll vinyasa here. Inhale, sweep the arms high. Exhale, dive down. Inhale, lift halfway, lengthen. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a breath in through your nose. Strong exhale through the mouth. Come back to high plank. We'll do just a little bit of core work before we go down to the earth. So reach your feet back. Find that strong high plank. Take a breath in. With your exhale, find a forearm plank. So elbows right under shoulders. Gaze is still towards the front of your mat. We're going to alternate tapping the knees to the earth. 10 on each side. Keeping the spine long, the belly strong, the breath guiding you. Just alternating those knees down. Option to do this in a high plank. You'll have a little bit more support in that position. I'm halfway through. 5 more on each side. Last 2 on each side. 1 more each. From here, lower your knees. Reach back into child's pose. Give it a quick stretch. Take a breath in through your nose. Empty it all the way out. See if you can soften the shoulders as you breathe out. Inhale, come back to tabletop on hands and knees. From here, we're gonna set up a side plank, whatever side you'd like to start on, okay? Always have different options for your foundation, of course. Just make sure elbow is under shoulder, okay? You can either kickstand the bottom leg, stagger the top foot in front of the back one, or stack your feet together. Top hand is gonna go just behind your head. We've got 10 today rotations to do. Inhale, elbow towards the earth. Exhale, up towards the sky. We'll do 9. Stay with your breath. Try not to dip the hips down at all. Stay strong through your center. We've got 5 more. Last 2 breaths. 1 more. Lower yourself down, lie on your back, take a long body stretch, extending the arms, extending the legs. Let everything soften. Take a deep inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. Roll over onto your opposite side and we'll do 10 more upper spine rotations in plank. So again, just aligning your elbow right under shoulder. Make sure the shoulder is away from the ear. Find your foundation this morning. Inhale, elbow to the earth. Exhale, elbow to the sky. We've got 9. Nice and slow, taking our time to build that strong center. We've got 5 more breaths here. Last 2. 1 more time. Lower yourself to the earth. Come onto your back for 1 more long body stretch, extending the arms and legs. And then from here, grab your legs, draw them into the torso, lifting your tailbone. Reach behind your thighs, roll yourself up to seated, cross your ankles coming back to hands and knees. And then from here, we're just gonna take a few cows and cats, and then we'll open up the spine even more. Inhale, drop the belly. Exhale, lift the belly. 2 more breaths. One more round. And then from here, come to a neutral spine and then lower your forearms. You're going to come onto the balls of the feet and lift your hips high into dolphin. Draw your heart through your arms. Soften your knees as much as you need to. Just gently stretching out here. We'll take 1 more breath in. Empty it out. Release your knees to the earth. Come all the way down to your belly. We'll take a few belly back bends this morning. Let's begin with the arms alongside you, the fingertips reaching back, the palms facing down towards the earth. The legs as comfortable as you can get them together. So as much as you can get them together, excuse me. You can keep them a little apart if your low back is tight. On an inhale, Shalabhasana A. We'll lift the head, neck, shoulders, arms, and legs. You want to feel as much length as you do lift. So keep reaching the crown of your head forward. The feet, reach them behind you. The fingertips, feel them also reaching behind you. Shoulder blades together. Take a breath in. With your exhale, release everything down. Turning your head to one side for a couple of breaths. Release any tension through the body. We'll set up Shavasana B next. So forehead returns to the earth. Interlace your hands at your low spine. Reach the knuckles behind you first. And then on an inhale, lift everything up. Try to get the heart a little more open this time. See if you can lift up and feel your lower ribs to the earth. Take one more breath in and exhale. Release everything. Turn your head, release tension. Just for a couple breaths. If Shalabhasana A or B felt great this morning, you can return to it. If not, we'll go into Dhanurasana, bow pose next. Bending both knees. Reach back, catch the outside of the ankles or the feet. Make sure your legs are only hips width distance apart if they're not together. And then flex the feet. On an inhale, lift everything up. Oppositional energy here again. Reaching the legs back, reaching the heart forward. Try to rock forward and back a little bit, getting some lift. Take one more breath in, come up to your highest point. And with your exhale, soften everything down. Turn your head, windshield wipe your legs. Go ahead and release your legs. Return your forehead down. Slide your hands under your shoulders. Inhale, scoop into upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a long breath in. Empty it all the way out. Root down your heels. Press the earth away with the hands. From here, we're going to go into a hip opener. I'll cue for half pigeon. If something else suits you better, let's start with the right side first, whatever hip opener resonates this morning. Okay, for half pigeon, send your right leg up. You're going to bring the right knee behind the right wrist, land the shin, angle it towards the left front corner of your mat, slide the left leg back. Flex your right foot, start to reach the fingertips forward, and then fully surrender to the earth. Either resting your third eye all the way down or stacking your arms and resting it on your arms. We have about 5 more breaths. You can remain as you are for a variation. You can bring your hands under shoulders, lift up, bend your back left knee, and catch it with your hands. One or both hands reaching back, drawing the heel towards your bum, continuing to open the heart forward. Take one more breath in, whatever variation you chose. Empty the breath all the way out. To come out of your half pigeon, walk your hands back. Inhale, open the heart wide. Exhale, tuck your left foot into the mat, 3-legged dog, sending the right leg to the sky. Take a breath in. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left side half pigeon, left leg high. Bring that knee behind the wrist, shin angled towards the right front corner. Walk your foot back, and then walk the hands forward, coming into that sense of surrender, into this deep opening posture. Try to release any tension from the neck, the shoulders, the heart. Again, option for the last 5 breaths to walk your hands back, reach back, catch your right foot or ankle with one or both hands. Really reaching that heel towards your bum, keeping the heart open. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Begin to walk your hands back under your shoulders. Inhale, open the heart. Exhale, tuck the right foot into the mat. Send the left leg into 3-legged dog for a stretch. Take a breath in. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, bend your knees, walk or jump to the front, and then take a seat. Let's come into inversion from here. Okay? Whatever resonates with you this morning, you can come onto your back and simply lift your legs. Okay? For waterfall, you can come into a shoulder stand, headstand, whatever it is you're practicing. I think I'll cue for a tripod headstand today in case anyone's working on it or wants to know about it. Okay? Go ahead and come up into your inversion. We have quite a few breaths to be inverted. If you have a wall that you can rest your legs on, Viparita Karani is a great inversion, especially for the beginning of the day. You can lie on your back and rest your legs on the wall. Okay, for Shirshasana, I'm going to have my hands shoulder width apart. I'm going to bring the crown of my head to the earth. I'm going to lift my hips so that they're over the shoulders. I'll bend one knee first, bringing the heel towards my bum, the opposite knee next. Okay, and then just make sure I can lift up, again, hips stacking over shoulders here. At that point, possibly extending the legs up. So now you have a long line from the ankles to the knees, to the hips, to the shoulders. Whatever inversion you chose, we have about 5 breaths. If you chose shoulder stand, try transitioning into plow by reaching your legs up and over your head. Take one more breath in. With your exhale, lower yourself to the earth. If you're not on your back, make your way onto your back and we'll take a gentle twist. Let's bring just the right leg in towards your heart. Lengthen the left leg as much as you can. Keep your gaze up towards the sky. Take your left hand on the outside of your right knee. Extend your right arm. You're going to twist to your left, stacking the hips on top of each other. Try and shift your gaze over your right shoulder if possible. A few breaths trying to get the shoulder blades as heavy as possible on the earth. Coming into a deep rotation through your center, opening up the ribs. Take one more breath in here, and exhale, come back to center. Bring your left knee in as well. Wrap your arms around both legs, rocking forward and back, side to side. And then grow your right leg long. Draw the left leg closer to the heart. Right hand on the outside of that left knee. Extend your left arm out. Stack your hips on top of each other, rotating to your right. Gaze towards your left. center. Draw both knees into your chest. Rock a few times forward and back. Before we come to final rest, roll all the way up to seated. Place your hands alongside you, lengthening your spine, press into the earth. Keeping the spine long, soften the knees. Gently place the torso towards your thighs. Walk your hands forward, but keep your heart open towards the front of your mat. Now grab hold of the legs or the feet. Flex your spine, relax your head down. Slowly rise back up for fish pose. Hands at your low back, forearms to the earth. Flare open the heart, release the head back. And then gently lift your chin towards your heart. Lower yourself all the way down to the earth. If there's any other counter postures that you might need before you rest, go ahead and take them. If you're ready to rest, find a comfortable position where you feel supported. Okay. Let's come out of the conscious breath by taking one more inhale. One more exhale through the mouth. Gently close your eyes and rest in stillness and in quiet. Shavasana. If you have the opportunity to stay in Shavasana for a few moments longer, please, by all means, do. We're going to begin to come to the end of the practice by asking you, if you're not going to rest further, to come onto your right side in fetal posture. Taking a few breaths to soak in your practice. Truly honor yourself for beginning your day with this very mindful practice. Reconnect to your intention if you've lost sight of it. And use this opportunity in this final posture of your practice to give yourself a reset or to re-energize yourself, maybe to restart. All right, choose one thing just for this day that you can change for the better, so that you're able to offer everyone and everything around you the best version of you. We're going to use our hand to gently come up to seated in Sukhasana, crossing the shins. Sitting up tall, bring the hands to heart center, Anjali Mudra. Take a long breath in through your nose. Open your mouth, let it fully go. We'll lift the hands right to third eye center, and we'll begin to breathe once more together. A long inhale through the nose, but this time sip it in at the top. Exhale through the mouth, open. Again, inhale through the nose a little longer. Open your mouth, let that breath go. Releasing any tension. Lower your head to the earth and bow. Namaste. you everyone for joining me this